Hola, mi amigos! Thanks for joining me in today's video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the life-changing magic of dancing for yourself. It is truly life-changing. Of course, almost none of us are masters at this practice. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication to yourself, a lot of personal development and the development of confidence. It's not something that usually comes overnight, but what it starts with is a simple decision to, as I keep saying, choose yourself first, to believe in yourself, and that manifests itself in the most wonderful ways. You will become a better dancer, a more unique artist. You will derive more joy and satisfaction and fulfillment out of what you're doing. It will start to feel less like a burden and less like work. You will start to stop. You will stop looking only at your flaws as your sole responsibility to eradicate. Instead, you'll start to see what you have to offer, and your strengths will actually increase because that's where your energy will go into. So let's talk about how to get there. In order to get to this point, it is extremely crucial that I'm going to repeat myself again and just expound upon it. When you choose yourself, hire yourself, cast yourself in your mind, and invest in being your own biggest cheerleader, that is actually what convinces other people to put their confidence in you. When you are confident that you're always putting forth your best effort and that you belong where you are and you are only going to get better and you deserve the best, that is when other people are attracted to that energy and they start naturally giving that affirmation back to you because you gave it to yourself first. It is a countercultural, radical thing to do, to say to yourself, you know what, self, you might not be perfect, but I appreciate you and we are in this together and we're only going to get better from here. That is when you are swimming away from the crowd of people, and it's extremely common, more people than not, more often than not. Everyone is going to be obsessing over their flaws and feeling like they don't deserve happiness and they don't deserve joy in their dancing until their flaws are gone. That is an endless pursuit, and it's one that just repeats cycles of self-destructive thinking and behavior. It limits what you have to offer, it stifles your growth, and it certainly stifles, like I said, your satisfaction and your overall levels of fulfillment and joy in what you do, because they are focused with that catabolic energy solely on what they don't have and not what they do. So what happens? Their weaknesses become their everything, their obsession, their fixation. And by that, what do the people judging them see? Their weaknesses. Because naturally, what you believe about yourself is what other people will see in you. That is just how it works. And it's crazy how it works. I know it seems like, how is that possible? But when you think about it, the people who got to the top in the field of ballet, dance, whatever, art, this is applicable to any field. They got there by investing in themselves, by believing in themselves, by having confidence wherever they're at, and choosing to acknowledge what they had to offer and then just constantly playing up what they had to offer. That is what the people around them saw. They didn't see this very average mindset of, oh, you know, Sally doesn't have that great of a turnout. So what does Sally think about? How much her turnout stinks, you know? And so then by her having a fixation on that lack of turnout, that's all she thinks about. And again, it repeats a cycle of that's all people see. Instead of, like, I'll use my own personal example. When I accepted in my late teens that I will never have perfect turnout, and that's fine. That's just how it is. and I adjusted my expectations of myself and started actually fixating my energy on my unique artistry and what I have to offer, what I love about my dancing, not just about my dancing, but what I love in dancing. So the steps I really enjoyed doing almost didn't matter to me if I was the best at them. I loved doing it, so I let myself smile and enjoy those steps, and I got attention when I'd be doing it. So again, back to my original point, when you choose yourself, people will start to choose you, and you'll get the results, those external results you've wanted all along. But you have to go about it by first having that positive energy towards yourself. So that's already a big step for a lot of people, and actually I'm going to take a different direction with this video from now on. I'm going to mostly talk about the benefits, because really, the second you start to do what I just talked about, that's when these benefits start to come. So I just want to put these out there in case you haven't experienced it for yourself, just to motivate you to take that first step of saying, you know, so-and-so, you know, self, you're worth this, you belong here, and even though you're not perfect, I choose you, I love you, I'm committed to you. You know, that's the sort of self-talk you need to have going through your mind, because the pursuit of eradicating your imperfections will be never ending if you choose to sink your energy into that. So let's talk about the benefits of dancing for yourself. So when you dance for you instead of dancing for someone else, you take yourself out of the constant struggle of figuring out the mystery of what someone else wants you to be, you know, their personal vision for you, their personal agenda, their bias. You know, instead of placing that on yourself and having it weigh on you, you start thinking, what do I want? What do I want to get out of this? And how am I going to get it? You know, the more you invest in pursuing the things that bring you joy in dance, and pursuing and acting in alignment with the reasons why you dance in general, that is what is going to bring you that fulfillment. And you will likely also, I know this might sound crazy to a lot of you, you'll start to attract the people that appreciate you, and you'll start to get that validation that you wanted when you thought the only way to go about it was fixing your failures and your flaws. Also, when you only adopt another person's desire for you, you're really cheapening what you have to offer. You're wasting your precious time as a dancer. I'll tell you from experience, it will never last long enough. Well, I wish I could have danced professionally longer. My body said no, and at this point, I don't know, I might go back to it, but at this point, I just don't see that. And I look back, I don't have a lot of regrets, but you know, I do wish that I spent more time just purely enjoying what I was doing, because it'll never last long enough for most of us. So don't cheapen yourself. Pursue being the kind of dancer you want to be and dancing the way you want to dance. If you're not in an environment that is supportive of that, do your best and try to find somewhere else, because you're worth that. When you choose to dance for yourself, you will let go of this heavy obligation of, like I said, obsessing over your mistakes, and you'll start to have this sense of play whenever you dance, which is true dancing. You'll be more present, more full of gratitude for what you do and for yourself. You will physically feel better. That is something I know is true. When you release that emotional weight of weighing yourself down with all this negative energy and negative self-talk, you will physically feel better. You will be a better dancer. You will be the unique artist, or manifest the unique artist that is within you, because you are a unique person, one of a kind, with a one-of-a-kind gift to offer. You don't have to be the same dancer that everyone else is. Can you fit in with the crowd? Sure. It's great to have a corps de ballet. That is a huge component of classical ballet. But does that mean you need to be exactly the same as everyone else? No. You can have your own strengths and still fit in with the crowd, but stand out when it's appropriate. When you focus to attain the utmost level of satisfaction and joy in what you do, and have this sense of play and just the pleasure that it is to dance, when you are just attached to that value, then actually the power is put back in your hands. You're not just giving the power away to whoever else you want approval from. Of course, it is very natural to want to get approval from authority, and honestly, that's the way ballet really works. You please the right people to get up to the top. But the way about that you should go about pleasing those people is by actually taking the power back into your own hands. Again, choosing yourself, believing yourself, following your intuition and your joy, and choosing the type of artist you want to be, and then finding the people who love the best you, who love the vision that you have for yourself, who love your unique gifts, not the authoritative figures that stifle who your intuition is telling you to be and impose their own view of what you should be on you. Those are the people that you don't want. Will those people come in and out of your dance journey? Absolutely. But the key is they will come in and out. And even if they stick around, do you have to give as much weight to what they say as someone else who actually appreciates you? No. I mean, can you still be compliant? Yes. But can you like really take to heart some of their comments? You don't have to. I'll tell you that. Another thing is that when you take the first step of deciding to find confidence within who you already are and not the goal of who you think you should be, that confidence only increases with each choice to reaffirm who you already are and what you already have to offer. Even if you can only just find one little thing that you appreciate yourself right now as a dancer, choose it. Glorify it, pour your energy into it, and that step will manifest itself in a snowball effect of another step that causes you to multiply in confidence. Really, it's your actions that then lead to confidence. This action, like this choice that you make and then a follow through on that choice, is what gives you confidence in return, because you just proved something to yourself. Then the next time you prove another something to yourself, your confidence multiplies, and it multiplies and multiplies exponentially. And that is how you get that sense of self, the satisfaction, and you start to dance for yourself, like this video is about. Okay guys, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you feel empowered to believe in yourself. I believe in each and every one of you, even if I don't know you personally. Truly, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be on this earth if you didn't have something to offer. That is my belief. You're not a meaningless creature, and you've got something that is irreplaceable. So find it, share it, let it shine, enjoy your dancing because you owe it to yourself. It's too hard, there's too much hard work, and it's too short of a journey to not appreciate every step of it. Even if it's hard, there's something to learn and there's something to appreciate about truly every phase. I know that from experience, and I hope you could take that to heart. I love all of you, and I hope you'll join me for next week's video and subscribe while you're at it. Bye guys!